All right. So what's up, yo, man? So let's talk about it, right? Crawford versus Madrimov. A very good fight, bro. I keep hearing it in this fight too that a lot of people are saying robbery. A lot of people are thinking that Madrimov got robbed. I'm not one of them, bro. I think Crawford did enough to edge out this fight. You know what I'm saying? It was a very competitive fight. Don't get me wrong, bro. Madrimov, he did his thing. It kind of seemed like Crawford couldn't catch on to the timing. He couldn't catch on to the timing of Madrimov because Madrimov was very awkward. You know what I'm saying? He was doing a lot of movement, upper body movement, a lot of feints, and I think he was just making Bud think a lot. And plus, this you guys, a lot of people forget this part also, right? This was Bud moving up in weight, his first time fighting at 154. And I just think, honestly, bro, I just think a lot of people don't know the importance of weight classes, man. I've been preaching this shit forever, bro. The importance of weight classes. It does not matter because you've seen these guys come fight night, bro, and they were evenly matched size-wise, weight-wise. Madrimov, he might have had just a bit more size than Crawford, but it was nothing too extreme, right? Nothing to favor him, to give him a competitive edge. They were both evenly matched. But the thing here is that it's not really just about that shit, bro. It's about what fighter is used to fighting at that weight class, bro. Who is used to fighting at that weight class? Who is used to getting hit by that kind of power at that weight class, bro? And obviously Crawford wasn't, and you could see it. You could see Crawford's face after the fight. And then you could see how Crawford was respecting Madrimov's power at 154. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could go and spar against bigger guys and all that shit, right? But sparring is sparring, you know? When you're in a real fight, things change completely. You know what I'm saying? These things, even the type of gloves that they use, the shots that you're getting hit with no headgear and smarter gloves, it's a whole different it's just a whole different thing all the way around. Crawford moving up to 154, and he's not used to he doesn't know what to expect at this weight class, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. But Crawford, regardless of all that, he moved up in weight, he did his thing, and he edged out the win. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are saying that Crawford got exposed and this and that. I really don't think so, bro. Crawford, he looked to be the fighter that I've always seen. You know what I'm saying? I always tell everybody that Crawford's resume, in my eyes, it's not the best resume out there. And with him moving up in this weight class, and you see how this fight went against Madrimov, I think it's pretty clear now, bro. Most people are gonna see now that him trying to take on Canelo was just a huge mismatch, bro. I've been telling you guys this since day one. It's funny how people, it's crazy, bro. People just don't seem to get what's really going on here, right? I've said it since day one that Crawford will not beat Canelo, bro. That Canelo will probably knock out Crawford. And it's crazy, right? Because everybody calls me a Canelo hater. Oh, you're a Canelo hater because I call him out on his bullshit. But when I come out here and I keep it real and I tell you guys, like, hey, Canelo would beat Crawford. I've been telling you guys this shit since day one. And if I was really a Canelo hater, I would be out here saying, no, Crawford would whoop Canelo's ass. But see, people just can't understand, bro. People just don't like the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? All these Canelo groupies, bro, they just can't hear the truth about this type of shit. You can't talk bad about Canelo because these guys start calling you a hater. When somebody like me, bro, I just come out here and I keep it real. And now you're seeing it everywhere on YouTube. People are saying that, oh yeah, that Crawford and Canelo fight is dead. But bro, since the beginning, that was a huge mismatch. It was a huge mismatch from the beginning because of this same thing with the weight classes. You know what I'm saying? People got to really start learning about the importance of weight classes and what it really takes for somebody to jump up in weight and to fight these bigger guys. There's an adjustment period that must happen. Now, for Crawford to jump up to 154 and take on Madrimov, that was no easy task, and he got it done, bro. So a lot of people that are out here saying that Terrence Crawford got exposed, I don't think so, man. I think he did just fine, bro. He did what he was supposed to do. I just think people are unrealistic and they want Terrence Crawford to jump up here and to dominate, bro. It's like the same thing that happened with Morrell, bro. People are saying that Morrell got exposed because he couldn't knock out Reddy Voje. And it's crazy to me, bro, because it's his first time jumping up to 175. And I didn't really see that fight, bro. I didn't catch it, but I tried to go back and rewatch it. And Morrell, in my eyes, he did not look like he got exposed. He looked like he handled himself just fine. But me, I'm looking at that boxing match with a realistic mind, bro. I know what it takes to jump up in weight, and I'm not unrealistic, and I just don't think that these guys are gonna go out there and just dominate like that. Same thing with Benavidez when he went up against Vosdik. To me, he looked fucking great, bro. He dominated that fight, and people were saying that he got exposed. I just think it's unrealistic, boxing fans, that you guys just want too much out of these boxers, bro, and you guys don't really know what it takes for these guys to move up in weight. That's all I'm trying to say there. So this whole thing with Crawford and Canelo, that's all it would be, bro. Canelo would knock out Crawford due to the weight division difference, bro, because Crawford, this is why I kept telling y'all, Crawford has never fought at 168. He doesn't even know what it's like to take a punch at 168. And you guys expect him to go up there and dethrone Canelo, the undisputed champion. Canelo is not the best fighter at 168. He's probably like third or fourth in line. But regardless, he's still a hell of a fighter. He's still a hell of a threat. And even though Crawford is a hell of a threat, he's never fought at the division. That's all I'm trying to say. So, yeah, I guess now it's cool that everybody's finally seeing what kind of a mismatch that fight would have been. It would have just been a straight, a bullshit fight. And look, man, Terrence Crawford, he even came out and he said this shit in the interview, the post-fight interview, when they were asking him, how important is that Canelo fight? And he was like, it's not important. It's not really that important. And he even said it was more of a financial thing, bro. He wants the paycheck, you know what I'm saying? And I told you guys this shit. If Crawford were to take that Canelo fight, it would be him selling out just for the paycheck, like all these other fighters do with Canelo. But yeah, there's a lot to talk about in this fight, bro. Another thing that happened in this fight that I'm not seeing too many people talk about is Terrence Crawford's gloves. Again, now this shit is really getting sketchy, bro. I'm gonna be real, bro. This shit is really, really getting sketchy because I heard that Terrence Crawford's gloves busted while he was warming up and he had to switch over to some Grant gloves. Remember I told y'all that Terrence Crawford wears them Everlast, the Mexican puncher's glove, right? I think Terrence Crawford is even sponsored by Everlast, bro. I ain't too sure, right? Leave it down in the comments if you guys know. But he always wears those Everlast gloves, right? I heard that them gloves busted during his warm-ups and that he had to switch over to some Grant gloves. That's the original story that I heard, right? And then we heard Terrence Crawford post-fight interview saying that they had a problem with the gloves that Madrimov was using, and that at the end they couldn't make him switch them off, so they pretty much told Crawford's team like, hey, if you want to use the same gloves that he's using, go ahead. And Crawford says that that's why he switched gloves. That's why he switched over to those Grant gloves. So I'm not sure which story is true, bro, if his gloves busted in the warm-ups. But if his gloves really did bust in the warm-ups, bro, that shit is weird as fuck, man, because it's not the first time, bro, or the second time that something is off with Terrence Crawford's gloves and shit. Or I just don't know if it's Terrence Crawford's big-ass fucking hands that keep busting these gloves or something, right? But something's weird about this shit, bro. And it was really weird to me when I saw him wearing Grant gloves, and could that have taken off a little bit of the edge that I was telling y'all that Crawford has this huge advantage with using those Everlast gloves? I ain't too sure, People think that he got exposed. Did that have something to do with it? Who knows, right? We'll see if anything more comes out, more information comes out about this shit. But, that's what I heard, bro, that his gloves busted in the warm-ups, which is fucking crazy to me. I think Terrence Crawford, bro, he wraps his own hands, I don't know if he wrapped them in this fight, but I've seen Terrence Crawford wrapping his own hands before. And I've seen Terrence Crawford in that Spence fight. He left the ring with his wraps still on, bro, which is crazy because I was under the assumption that after every fight they're supposed to take your wraps off and check them. You know what I'm saying? They take them to make sure and look to see that everything was okay. You're not supposed to leave the ring with your wraps on. But I saw that Terrence Crawford, he did in the Spence fight. He was in the locker room with his wraps on. Now, in this fight, I seen that when they announced him the winner, he didn't even have no wraps. And Madrimov did have his wraps on, so they cut him off quick, or I don't know, right? It's just a lot of weird shit going on there. But Terrence Crawford, he does have some big ass hands, and could it be that, bro, that he's got these big ass hands and he doesn't wrap? Terrence Crawford doesn't use a lot of padding in the knuckle area, bro, because he has some really big, strong hands, and it's evident that Terrence Crawford, he tries to get the most impact from his gloves and his hands, bro. He wants the knuckle to come out. That's what I'm trying to say. And he tries to push this shit as far as he can, right? Because like I told y'all in the past, bro, you I know a lot of you guys are gonna say like, oh, if he's allowed to do that shit, how come all these other fighters can't do it? And my response to that is that not all boxers could do this shit, bro, because not all boxers have strong hands, man. And if most boxers actually, they don't have strong hands. And if you don't wrap your knuckle area, you will break your knuckles, man. You'll break your hands in the fight. So when you have somebody like Crawford that has extremely strong hands, right? He's not worried about his hands breaking, bro. He's worried about inflicting damage to his opponent. So so that's what that is, bro. But it's just crazy. This whole the glove situation with Crawford, I don't know, bro. It is sketchy to me, bro, at times. But then again, I'd be thinking like maybe his hands are just as strong and big, right, that he's busting the damn gloves. But we'll never know, man. Hopefully more comes out about that shit, about that story, because I haven't heard nobody talking about it. I think more people need to talk about it so we could get down, like, or at least they need to come out and tell us like, hey, why did his gloves bust in the warm-ups? But yeah, that's pretty much it, bro. I don't think I left anything out.